to the game zone. We have to put the game on. Ah, yes, I am here. I'm live. Hello. Hold on. Gotta open the thing. Can you guys hear me? I'm kind of low. Hold on. I'm sneaking in this game. Nobody knows I'm playing. Nobody. I have a feeling if I speak louder, they're gonna find me. And they're gonna be like, you have things you have to do. But no, I don't. Not right now. I had a very busy day, a very busy week. You keeping safe and dry? I guess. Oh, man. My nose.
Mitklax became a boy.
Arigato.
You keeping safe and dry this evening?
Oh, did it work? Did it read it? Yeah, I had to change some stuff. You know when you have a program and they're like, hey, let's get an update. Let's update this shit. I'm like, okay, let's update it. It changed everything. It like uninstalled shit. See, I have a stream deck. And it has all the buttons and stuff. But you need to keep it updated. So I was like, fine. I'll update it. And it changed everything, and that's why I'm kind of late. It was stupid. By the way, have any lunatics attacked your brother-in-law's Tesla? No. Surprising, huh? But no. But, his stupid Tesla had an issue where the back window popped off. It cracked and popped off. And they paid a shit ton of money to get that fixed. But yeah, nobody's been doing shit. But the updates are good, right? We'll find out. Won't we? We'll find out. I have a button now for the spinny wheel, for the wheel of the voices and shit. I have a button so I don't need to manually go to the website and fix everything. I don't need to do that. I can just push the button. Baka. So I guess that's updated. Okay, hold on. We gotta play Higurashi. We have to. I can't be talking about weird stuff. But did you guys see what happened with Makeshift?
Did you guys see what happened?
Yeah. I thought that was weird. The plushie place. The place where a lot of YouTubers make merch. You did not? You did not see? Apparently, they sent a message to Straub, Rev's wife, saying that they will not be doing business with her or Rev anymore. Not even because anything she did, per se, but because she's affiliated and or associated with Rev. I mean, they're married, that kind of goes without saying. But, like, yeah. I saw some theories rolling around about it. And the fact is that they might be selling the company. So that's why they're trying to clean house. That's a rumor! Don't sue me! That's a rumor! So yeah, that's why. That's probably why they're trying to get rid of some people that have made them lots of money. I mean, they've done multiple campaigns with them. Like, I don't know. I mean, the weirdest part about it was I got both my ER plushies from them. So, do they not, no offense to ER, but they're just like, yeah, we'll work with you. We'll work with you. ER flies under the radar. Are you fucking serious right now? I mean, things have died down a lot, but ER had some fucking problems back in the day. Ever since that situation with the PewDiePie shit popped off. That's why I can't say I like anybody, because people be doing some other shit. Yeah, the PewDiePie endorsement. That shit was... The issues there, man. Yeah, they they pull a crime boss on Rev's wife and Rev, but yeah. They explicitly stated she did not do anything wrong. It's just her affiliation with Rev. Her association, her, I guess, matrimonial association. And I'm looking at that and I'm thinking to myself, Rev is like he's not edgy. He's not a very edgy guy. I'm sorry. He's not. He's as edgy as a circle. He's as edgy as a butter knife. He's as edgy as butter, for that matter. He's not edgy at all. He's not edgy at all. What the fuck? I was shocked by it, and I feel real bad for her. So yeah, that's the situation. Sharp as a cupcake. Oh my god, as a balloon. She should have known better than to be associated with her husband. That's the shit. And then at the end, I guess they supposedly were like, nothing personal. Like, how is she supposed to take that message? Of course it's fucking personal. It deals with someone she's personally associated with. The fuck? Yeah, imagine feeling threatened by a guy with Rev's model. No offense, Rev. I don't think he watches me anyway, but no offense. Imagine being threatened by a twin tail. Couldn't be me. Couldn't be me. We all know they're all tsundere anyway. Rev doesn't even talk about normal politics. Yeah, he doesn't. No. I'm more evil than they would ever be. Both of them combined cannot match the evilness that is sawagrapesama. None of them. I can't think of one VTuber that is as evil as I am, ever. I can't think of it. Shut the fuck up, bitch! Sawa is nice! Fuck you. I pity the fool that tries to cancel Sawa. They tried, but I didn't leave a watermark. Other VTubers got blamed for it. I kind of feel bad about it. But, yeah. Other VTubers got blamed for the shit that I say. Or the shit that I read. It kind of sucks. But hey. I don't have to worry about that, do I? No, because I don't watermark my shit. Nope. So are you joining the new agency Vitar? What is Vitar? Vitar? What is what is that? Never mind. Sour grape soda.
You a bitch for that one.
You a bitch ass motherfucker. You baka. Sour grape drink. Oh my god. I don't know how long you've been here, but when I had surgery for the sludge, someone made art for the sludge. Should I show it? We're just chilling in here anyway. They made like a purple drink. Hold on. Hold on, I'll find it. It's probably gonna take me forever. Where's my shit? I have so much freaking old fan art. Oh yeah, they made the cans for it too. They made the cans. See? Why can't they make it bigger? There. Sour sludge! Because they found sludge in my system. That's the medical term for it, by the way. Sludge. I was like, the fuck do you mean? Sludge. Yeah, radical. Yeah. Radical. Sour grape sludge. Oh my gosh. Good times. The gallbladder sludge. Stupid sludge is a reference to your gut? Yes, that's where it's from. Yes. That stupid fucking surgery. I had to do multiple surgeries, by the way, because they fucked up on one, and then they had to do another one. Oopsie daisies. Yeah. Yeah, 2 emergencies. And then they had to do, like, a checkup on one. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you had me real worried. Glad you turned out okay. Maybe I didn't. I can't eat a burger now without dying in the bathroom. Whatever. I'm looking at some of this fan art and I'm like, yeah, I am the evilest. I am. Fuck this. I am the evilest. Which other VTuber you know has this fan art, huh? Not one. Not ever. Not never ever. How about that? Huh? I am the evilest. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, a buddy of mine hit his... Oh, hey! Oh, the cowboy removed. You can't have greasy or spicy foods. Yeah. I'm gonna try to make salsa. We'll see how that comes out. We'll see how that works. Oh my gosh. We'll see. Oh gosh. Let's see. Back to Higurashi. Continue. Yes. We did all the tips, right? Yes. Now we're gonna continue. Right? Wait, let me see. Yes. I remember them. You can make this also mild. Then it's not salsa, is it? Do you miss BioShock already? No. I was so mad at that. I'm still mad.
Mion and the others, having set up for the Watanagashi festival or something, invited me along, but I refused. Of course I did. How could they be taking it easy and setting up for a festival in this situation?
Oh my nose! Why, Jesus? Why? Allergies? What? Add mango to this also to make it tropical? That's like some Martha Stewart ass suggestion. But yeah, I've had mango salsa before. Let's make it tropical, guys. Let's squeeze a hint of lime. The salsa count as VTuber merch. Hello, Hank! Oh, man. Water is good. Good as water. Oh, I'm gonna have to be doing for the members. I'm gonna have to be doing a test for karaoke. Because apparently people are subscribing to this shit. So I have to prepare my voice for it. It's not gonna be good. Well, I'll say it's gonna be better than a lot of the other karaoke's. But it's not gonna be good. Oh, hi, Monkey D! You're so cute! I saw the video of the guy making your standy thingy. Yeah, I saw the video. I was curious on how they make it. And it was so adorable. Ah, it's so cute. Baka. Anyway. Let's crack the knuckles and start the thing. I like your singing. Go to hell. Go to hell! I don't like it. I don't like singing. So there.
How could they be taking it easy and setting up for a festival in this situation? Mion had a lot of nerve. I gotta prepare for war, for battle. The first thing I did when I got back was take a shower. Not because I wanted to wash off sweat. It was because I wanted to be even calmer. Ah, yes! I am preparing the samurai way, where they're like totally under the waterfall, you know, bruh? And they're like there and they're like meditating and shit. That's me. That's me, Keiichi Manabata. Right there. Underneath my shower. Like a fucking nerd. Like a fucking weed. Totally calm. I'm gonna handle him. I already understood this, but killing that man would be so very easy. The really hard thing would be not getting arrested for it. I'm sorry, this shit is so funny. Oh, he sour sings like Lady from Lamb Chop. I actually loved Lamb Chop as a kid. I love Lamb Chop. You kidding me? That's a compliment. She does great voices. Yeah. I'm that old. Yes. Oh man. This is a song that never ends. It just goes on and on. Okay, let's get back to this. The really hard thing would be not getting arrested for it, so we could get our peaceful days back. As I thought about it, I realized it wasn't easy. Japan's police force have the highest arrest rate in the world. I would need to deceitfully? Is that deceit? I almost said decidefully. My ESL is showing, hold on. I would need to deceitfully pull off the perfect crime, and it couldn't be a half-hearted attempt. Still, it wasn't 100%. Even the best police force in the world couldn't have a 100% arrest rate. Thinking about that, probably. I've read a lot of articles on trials with people brought up on false charges. At court, they consider whether the charges are false or not, but figuring out the real criminal is entirely out of scope. And that meant perfect crimes did exist. In fact, perfect crimes were sort of like works of art. They could even be respected and revered. All the ladies will love me. They don't love you. You're not a criminal. I, Keiichi Manabata, will be the best criminal ever and get all the ladies. Think about it. Anyway, you just have to look at the inundation of mystery novels everywhere throughout history. They dealt with all sorts of difficult-to-solve incidents involving secret rooms and alibis and stuff. They all wanted to show one thing. They wanted to show the beauty of a perfect crime. There was something divine in the flawlessness of the word perfect. Yes, perfect crimes were skills of the gods. And, in that sense, the serial freak deaths they were calling... I'm sorry. I gotta ignore chat. You guys are being goofy. And, in that sense, the serial freak deaths they were calling the curse of Oyashiro-sama. I understood. They must have been the works of gods. Each one appeared to have been resolved. They couldn't stop it from happening every year. Yeah. Skills belonging only to the gods. Those are perfect crimes. And I would be setting up my own crime before Oyashiro-sama's series of perfect crimes 4 years in the running. If I were to put it boldly, I was challenging a god. Foolhardiness would be needed to make the decision. But I needed to be calm, cool, colder than ice, to put that plan together. Kill him like a flame, but as systematic as ice. Starting now, I need to retain both of those ideas within me. Modeling my crime after a mystery novel wasn't actually a bad thing to focus on. Sometimes, kidnappings involving disturbing, original methods that made into the newspaper were used as the basis for novels after the person was arrested. Stuff like that made it into the news. Day and night, for a very long time, mystery novel authors polished and refined their most fantastic artistic crimes. Imitating that could be a shortcut to planning the perfect crime in a short period of time. Of course, I haven't read enough mystery novels to act all high and mighty about them. The one who really liked mystery novels was my mom. See, I told you, women love that shit. She'd read every well-known mystery novel from overseas, from past and present. Every time she watched mystery shows, she would always criticize them as having cheap tricks or being poorly thought out. OMG, it's me!
It's me! It's me! Oh my gosh, guys, it's me!
I wonder what the perfect crime would mean to her.
これまでの推理小説の中で母さんが一番よくできたと思った完全犯罪
Literally me. For real. I read a lot of Agatha Christie. I've read like all the Sherlock Holmes and the extra ones that people have made themselves. And I've read a lot of Hercule Poirot. And I've read a lot... I've watched a lot of Murder, She Wrote. I've watched a lot of, what is it called? Midsummer Murders? Those are good. Yeah. I like a lot of that stuff. Poirot is great. The finale to Poirot is very good too.
The Archvile donated $5 to the most wickedest sawagrapesama. Please scream this as loud as you possibly can. Sawa, hi, Sawa. How ya doing? How's Handafashi?
Oh, by the way, I'm doing okay. I'm just kind of have a cold, so my voice is gonna be weird today, but that's okay. You can hear it. you can. Anyway, I found out who Thunder Pussy belongs to, by the way. I saw her across the way at this new house that's filled with a bunch of people and kids. Yeah. And she was sitting there. She was just sitting there in front of their house. And I was like, oh, I see. Oh, I'm supposed to scream it? Okay. Hey, Sawa! How ya doing? How's Thunder Pussy? Baka. But yes, I don't own Thunder Pussy. Yeah, Thunder Pussy. And I just realized too, I was like, why is she so cool and calm and collected around like me and my family and everybody? And it turns out she already has one. Whatever. I saw Dusty Kazongas the other day too. They were hanging around a tree looking at birds by my house. It was kind of cool. But they too belong to somebody. I am left alone with no pussy. No pussy at all. Did you tell her Thunder Pussy's real name? I was tempted. I was like, Thunder Pussy, where are you going? Because I did this thing. I did... Hi, Thunder Pussy. And she turned around, went home. I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? The Stingazongas is a great cat that's around my house sometimes. I decided to name them that. Chat doesn't have a hand in that one. That was me. It's a reference to Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Anyway, back to this. I forgot how I voiced Keiji's mom, so we'll just read it this way. I'll just do Tiger-chan. Or at least I'll try Tiger-chan. What do you think? What do I think the most well done perfect crime in all the murder mystery? Yep, I can't do it today. I'll just do it this way. What do I think the most well done perfect crime in all the mystery novels I've read is?
Yeah.
母さんって結構たくさん推理小説を読んでるでしょ
Casey's mom had an Indian accent? I think not. I cannot do an Indian accent. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, you read quite a lot of them, right?
そういうの詳しいかなって思って
I figured you might know a lot about them.
それを読むから楽しいのよ。
It's more fun to read them to find out.
初めからトリックを教えちゃったら楽しみがなくなっちゃうわ。
If I told you all the tricks right off the bat, they'd be no fun anymore. You can do one though? I've seen the fan art. What? No, never. I thought she had a Milwaukee accent. Damn it, you're right! Oh gosh, I have to remember. Yes.
It wasn't like I was asking for my own amusement. She was deflecting the question, so I would somehow butter her up first and draw out an answer.
そうね。よくできた推理小説。
Oh gosh, there are of course well done mystery novels. Yeah.
結構どれもこれもいろんな魅力があって、どれが面白かったとは言いにくいけど、強いてあげれば。
They all have a unique charm to them. So, I almost did Tiger-chan. Why did I almost do Tiger-chan? This is a weird day. This is a weird day to read this. Archie, don't you know your mother's voice, dear? No, my mom doesn't talk like that. My mother talks very differently. My mother... I don't know if I want to talk like my mother. Tiger-chan mind virus. I was looking at a lot of memes today with Tiger-chan, so yeah. Oh gosh, there it is. Of course, well done mystery novels. Yeah, they all have a unique charm to them. So, it's hard to say which one is the most interesting. You just have to force me to pick one.
母さんの好きな小説のタイトルが知りたいんじゃないよ
Does your mom have a Midwestern accent? Absolutely fucking not. Not. Does a Midwestern accent in Spanish sound like, I don't want to do it. Not today. Not today.
I didn't want to know which novels you liked.
母さんが一番舌を巻いた完全トリックが知りたいんだよ
I wanted to know about the trick that made you the most surprised.
本当に完全なトリックだったら名探偵に解く余地がないじゃない。
Let me see. How should I read it? I'm just gonna be comfy. Oh gosh, there. If it was really a perfect trick, the detectives wouldn't be able to solve the case though. Would they though? That was true.
That was true. And there'd be no point.
推理小説は解ける謎をいかに解くかの過程を楽しむものよ。
Hello there, social gaming. Circle of the social. How you doing? Mystery novels are enjoyable because of the process of the mysteries getting solved. Baka.
解けない謎だったらそれは推理小説の題材になりえないわね。
If it was unsolvable, it wouldn't make a very good topic for a novel. Don't ya know?
そっか
I get it.
そりゃそうだよな
Yeah, you're right.
主人公に解けなかったらお話として成立しないもんな
If the main character can't solve it, it wouldn't be much of a story, huh? Was I being too simplistic? A mystery novel was basically a game. They were written so that you can't you can get to the goal, so that you could solve them. But I couldn't use something so optimistic. It needed to be the be-all end-all of tricks, so that we could, without a doubt, return to our old lives.
ということはケイチ。
By the way, Keiichi.
真の完全犯罪は物語にすらならないというのがわかるかしら？
Oh gosh, you do understand that truly perfect crimes don't even become stories. Is that? I never thought of that. But yes.
Mom looked at me intellectually and grinned impishly. I'd never gotten to read it, but apparently one time a long time ago, Mom had written her own mystery novel and submitted it for some mystery novel award. Apparently, she was really into it.
物語にならないってどういう意味？
Don't even become stories. What does that mean?
ケイチ、物語の最低構成要素は？
Oh, Keiichi, what are the essential parts of a story?
起承転結。
A beginning, a middle, and an end.
正解。
Sekai. Correct.
特に肝心なのは当たり前だけど、木に当たる部分よ。
Let me try this. Correct. The beginning, of course, is especially important. That's a new voice I was working on. It's a nerdy girl.
スタートの木がなかったら、そもそも物語は
Like
始
this
まら
one,
ない。
obviously. Whatever. Let's see, how was I reading this? So your normal voice? Fuck you, bitch! Fuck you! Fuck you! That's not me! That's not me! That's not me! That's not... I will remember that. Where's my paper? Where's my paper? Careful, the model almost broke. Fine, let it break. I don't care. I'll just use the cat again. I don't care. I don't care anymore. Baka. Correct. The beginning, of course, is especially important. If there is no beginning, then the story never starts.
そりゃそうだよ。
Well, yeah.
何も起こらなかったら何も始まらない。
If nothing happened, nothing would begin.
そう。
Right.
何も起こらないから事件にもならない。
Nothing happened, so there wouldn't even be an incident. Nothing ever happens.
探偵も呼ばれないから推理もない。
Detectives wouldn't be called, so there wouldn't be any mystery.
推理がないなら解決もない。
There would be no mystery, so there would be no solution.
つまり、これが究極の完全犯罪。
Oh gosh, in other words, it would be the ultimate perfect crime.
ちょっと待って。
ちょっと待って。
もう一度説明してくれるかな？
Could you explain that again? My mom just told me something absurd. And she was saying it so smoothly, too. So I kind of tuned her out, but she said something extremely important just
そ
now.
んな難しい話じゃないわよ。
Oh gosh, it's not really that difficult to understand.
そもそ
See,
も
it turned
事
into
件が発覚しなければい
Tiger-chan.
い
Why
だけ
did
の
it turn
話。
into Tiger-chan? Oh, hello, Proctor.
I hate your time zone with a passion!
I know. Isn't it the best time zone? Ah, yes. The glorious CST. It's great. Anyway. It's not really that difficult to understand. The incident just has to never come to light. That's all.
そもそも発覚しない事件。
Just has to never come to light.
つまり、例えばよ。
Oh no. Don't call him British. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't hurt him in that manner. Don't do it. Don't do it. As far as I know, he's not. He's not. He's not. No. No, don't do it. No. No. Anyway, back to this.
For example, how about this?
誰も立ち入らない深い森の奥でおじいさんが一人暮らしをしているとする。
Say there's an old man living deep in the forest nobody goes to.
Uh-huh.
そのおじいさんがある日斧で殺されました。
Oh my gosh.
The arch-vile became a puppy boy.
Get in the cage, kid!
Well, thank you. Now you remember, and now you can go back and you can look at the. I thought his mom had the Midwest. God damn it! It keeps turning into Tiger-chan, Missy! So I can't do it! I'll try it just for you. Watch what happens! It's weird. Hold on. Got a crack. There we go.
Oh gosh, there. And one day, the old man gets killed by an axe.
ちなみに犯人は
It keeps fucking up
じゃあ
in my
おじい
brain.
さんの息子ね。
I got the voice, baby. And, let's say the criminal was the old man's son.
おじいさんの家に来て一緒にお酒を飲んでいたんだけどちょっと喧嘩になって殺してしまった。
You already remember? Just let it expire. Okay. You're back in the cage.
Baka.
I need to figure out how to do a Midwest accent in my brain and not let it switch over like that. But in my head, something's off. Something's very off.
Oh gosh, dear. My body's doing something funny.
I have to maybe I need a nap. Maybe that'll fix my head later.
He went to the old man's house and they were drinking together, but they got into a fight and he killed him.
What an extremely cheap plot. It was an impulsive crime, without a bit of planning. It was pretty far from a perfect crime.
でもケイチ、
But Keiichi,
そこはとてもとても深い森の中の一軒家なの。
the house was really, really deep in this forest.
普段は絶対に誰も訪れない深い山奥の深い深い森の中。
So deep in the mountains that nobody would ever go that far.
さて、殺した息子は町に帰ってきてこう言うの。
Then his son would go back to town and
おじ
say
いさんは元気だった。
that old man was doing fine.
それのどこが完全犯罪なの？
What about that is a perfect crime?
ケイチ、
Keiichi,
この事件はね、おじいさんが殺されているのが見つかって初めて木を迎えるのよ。
this incident would only begin when it was found out that the old man was killed.
もしもこの後誰もおじいさんの家を訪れなかったら永久に木は訪れない。
If nobody ever visited the old man's house after that, that beginning would never occur.
The beginning would never occur. See, the beginning starts with the investigation, and if they don't know, then they don't know.
だからつまり物語は始まらない。
So basically, the story wouldn't start.
事件が発覚しないから探偵も呼ばれない。
The incident wouldn't come to light, and they wouldn't call in detectives.
そもそも誰も不審に思わないから謎も起こらない。
And nobody would be suspicious in the first place, so there'd be no mystery.
おじいさんは今日も一人でのんびり森の奥で暮らしているんだろうね。
Columbo would figure it out. Maybe. I know, I remember. Was it Columbo? I think it was. I was watching Columbo, and he saw he was just walking down the street, and he was investigating some place or some parlor or something. He was looking for somebody, and he saw a white guy talking to a bunch of black dudes,
And he was like, that guy right there, that guy's getting drugs. We gotta go get that guy. I was laughing my ass off because I was like, that would never happen today. That would never, you cannot profile like that.
Oh my god, Columbo is like profiling.
But guess what? He was right. And that shit made me laugh so hard. He's up to no good over there across the street. What's that white guy doing in that black guy's shop like that? What's he doing over there? And I was like, no, Columbo. No. No. Oh my gosh. This is so funny. That's kind of shit you can't have. You can't have nowadays. Did you also watch Jake and the Fat Man? I think I watched a detective. I listened to a detective radio show that's about a fat man who lives in an apartment that solves cases while sitting on his fat ass. He also loves orchids. Yes. Yeah, pretty much.
A white guy around blacks? Something ain't right here. I gotta go over there and arrest that guy.
I was like, what the fuck? What did he do? He's just standing there. He did a lot. Apparently. Fucking writers back then. What pieces of shit. I was like, no way. No way. Whatever. Hi, Glaive.
Detective Glaive became a boy. Hello, boss. We made it to Wisconsin, huh?
Yeah, we did. We're back. Now we're back. I forgot how his voice in her. Okay, let's get back. They think the old man was living by himself deep in the forest.
で、お空におじいさんの顔が浮かんで、ジエンド。
And the old man's face would appear in the sky. And that would be it.
どう？こんな感じで。
Something like that, you know.
すごいじゃないか。
すごいじゃないか。That's amazing.
それ、ちゃんとしたトリックだよ。
That's a pretty great trick.
でも、娯楽小説にはならないわね。
But it wouldn't be a novel.
推理小説は所詮娯楽書。
Mystery novels are for entertainment, after all.
完全犯罪の指南書にはなり得ないんだから。
There can't be instruction manuals for perfect crimes for people named Keiichi Marabara.
I was trying hard to talk cheerfully to fool her, but inside, I was excited. Special tools, strange geography, mysterious drugs, traps involving huge sums of cash. None of them were needed for perfect crimes. The important thing was that there wasn't a beginning. As long as the incident didn't come to light, it would be fine. Speaking broadly, if I could kill him without anyone finding out, and dispose of the corpse somewhere no one could find, it would basically already be a perfect crime. Plus, you could just say, hey, he ran away again. Ooh. Like he did before. Of course, if someone up and vanished one day all of a sudden, people would get suspicious. But he's done it before, Keiichi. Yeah, but that didn't apply to this man. Last year, after their aunt died, he ran away from the village in fear of Oyashiro-sama. When the night of the Watanagashi came around again, everyone would have to think that he ran away in fear again. His mahjong friends would find out. No, they're already in a tepid situation with the law. They're not gonna give a shit. Wait, they're not gonna give a shit. Unless he owes them money, but even then. They'll think he ran away. I mean, he'd been living with a lover of his in town. No matter what it felt like when he vanished, no one would be suspicious. People hated him, after all. No one would care where he went if he disappeared. When I thought about it like that, it got easier and easier to imagine killing him. There was no point in thinking inside my house anymore. Yeah, let's go! I left, getting my bike out of the garage. Oh, good night, Auntie.
Good night, Auntie. Thanks for being here. You can always watch the VOD. Baka. Hi, VOD people in the future, in the past. Wait. The VOD people are in the future. I just realized that. But they were also in the past. But they're in the future. Hi! How's the future? Is it good? Is it bad? You can tell me. I'm a bigger girl. I can take it. How are they in the past? They're in the past because they could have been here, but they're not here. You understand? She's gonna strain something? Nah. No. I'll never. No. Did we go to World War III yet? That's one thing. Ask the people of the future what happened. You can ask them, chat. They're watching right now. In the future. Isn't that cool? That's cool. Anyway.
For now, it didn't matter where I was going. I just rode through the wind, trying to calm my excitement by feeling the cold air on my body. Where I'd kill him, how I'd do it, what time, and how to dispose of the corpse. If I just had those 4 things, I could get a good plan going. I was so surprised at how little there was to decide that I shivered. I'd been completely prepared to build this humongous plan over a really long period of time. But if I could just get these little things in order, I could put it into motion. Today was Saturday. I would have to kill him on the night of the Watanagashi. So as long as I was standing in for Oyashiro-sama, I had 24 hours remaining. Shitoko, just hang on for 24 more hours. I can't even imagine having to suffer through even more. But please, hold out for a little longer. I know you can't even last another second. I know that. But please, just hold out. Your Nini will save you for sure. Hold on, where's the image? Where's the Hank image? Is it this one? No. Where is it? Where is it? Yes! Yeah!
I don't know if Hank's still here, but this image is real. It's actually happening. Oh my god. This is gonna happen. I'm ready. I'm gonna handle him.
I'm gonna handle him. I'm gonna handle him, Satoko.
Oh my gosh. I talked about like someone making that image because I was like, this is the only way. You know, this is the only way this is gonna happen. This is gonna work. Because everything else is just not gonna work. Everything else is just not gonna work.
Outside, it was still early enough for the cicadas to be crying. Early afternoon. Evening was still a long way off. I looked at the sky. At some point, it had gotten cloudy. Come to think of it, as I left the house, I heard on the TV that the weather forecast was calling for a chance of rain on Sunday. The sky was the color of lead.
Do we hear music? Is there music? What is that sound? Do you hear that? Kiss it?
If I heard a little bit of thunder, I definitely have expected a sudden evening shower. My first... Is this coming from the game? It is? Yeah. What? What is this music?
What is this music?
One terrible idea became a pull boy with a
Arigato.
hiccup.
Boy, boy. Yeah, this sounds like something from Phantasmagoria. I'm kind of shocked by this music. Is this supposed to be? Is this my game now? Is this? Oh my gosh, did I open something? That's what I thought. I thought I opened something that I was not supposed to, but I don't see anything else open. Keiji is actually going insane. Oh, okay. Okay.
My first destination was school. Before explaining why I was going there, I needed to explain what method for killing that man I had decided upon. I decided that the most suitable death, the one I needed to give him, was the same as last year's curse. The same as the punishment their aunt had received, being beaten to death. Wouldn't beating him to death be somewhat unreliable? You may think that stabbing him with a blade would be more reliable. But this was something I had chosen after a lot of thought. You just needed to think realistically. The law, it prohibited carrying any blades longer than 10 centimeters, I think. So the blades available to me, even the longest ones, were still limited to things shorter than a ruler. You can probably understand how tricky it would be with such a short reach to go up against an opponent that might fight back. In that case, a weapon with more reach, like a staff. Yes, I'm going to get a magical staff! Oh my god, Keiichi, what are you doing? Would be far more advantageous. It might not be quite as inherently lethal, but since you could just keep hitting the guy until you killed him, the end result was the same. So, what's a staff-like deadly weapon, terrifyingly powerful and also eminently portable? By this point, you should immediately think of a metal baseball bat. I don't need to explain how terrifyingly a metal baseball bat can be as a weapon. A special note, he sounds like a nerd.
Of special note is the fact that you can carry one around in broad daylight and not be thought of as suspicious.
Just those 2 points would have been enough to choose a metal bat for my weapon. But there was one more reason for choosing a metal bat in particular. I will speak about it later. After school that Saturday, my classmates were still having fun, playing in the schoolyard. I could show up there and it would be the same as always, so nobody will think I'm suspicious. Getting my hands on the weapon without looking suspicious was actually a factor I couldn't ignore. I didn't normally play baseball, so if I went to a sports store looking for a metal bat, it would definitely be suspicious. I can't let there be a beginning to the story, so I needed to be really careful even about that. That left school. At a location at which my appearance wouldn't be suspicious, I would acquire the weapon. I checked inside the classroom through the window, but of course, there was nobody there. The only students who would stay in there were me and the others when doing club activities. Without us, the classroom after school was just an empty, unused room. Without glancing around nervously, as if I'd just gone to get something I'd forgotten, I casually went in the entrance. No, carrying a metal bat is not suspicious. I'm a young man. I'm Keiichi Marabara, and I like baseball.
Baseball.
Why not? I like the sports ball. Huh? I saw a cute VTuber singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." And I was like, well, why the fuck not? Let me get my bat. I like baseball. All the bases. I like home runs. I even like the foul balls. The foulest of balls. Yeah. How about that? Yeah. Hold on, let me do a gulp. Yeah. I totally like it. Oh no. Yeah. Anyway, it looked like the teacher was busy with paperwork in the teacher's lounge. I didn't see her in the hallway. Naturally, yet quickly as a shadow, I entered the classroom. The empty room was full of a strange, stagnant air that you couldn't feel normally. An empty classroom with nobody here. Maybe while no one was around, the desks creep out on their own accord, licking the floors clean of dirt. Yeah, I'm going crazy. If I suddenly stepped into a place like that, would the desks, in their surprise, fly at me, crush my bones, and eat me alive?
Baka bakashi.
Baka bakashi. That's ridiculous. I felt regret at wasting valuable thinking time on stupid delusions. The students' lockers were lined up in the back of the classroom. The one I was looking for wasn't my own. It was a forbidden locker, one I had accidentally discovered one day.
あった。北条。
Here it is. Hoju.
間違いない。
This has to be it. If one person has one locker, then why would only Satoko have two? I'd made a fuss about it once. After that, I learned it was Satoshi's locker, and he had the same last name as her. But of course, even though it was a locker for a student no longer here, looking inside it was still a shameless act. But one time, I let my curiosity get the better of me and took a peek inside. Inside, it was average and worthless. At the time, I hadn't been interested, so until now, I'd forgotten what had been in it. But now that I had, dare I say, awakened, I remembered the thing that had been there. Yeah.
Scrape.
I opened the locker, and a stench of mold and sweat wafted out, like a gym storehouse of Face Connect that hadn't been cleaned in weeks. My face puckered up at the stench, but I looked for it. Yes. Satoshi was on Coach's baseball team. Inside the locker was a Hinamizawa fighter's uniform, and it, the one Satoshi used, the metal bat. Yes. This was the reason I had chosen this bat. This murder would be carried out by me, But this wasn't originally my role. It was Satoshi's. But I would stand in for him and call myself Satoko's Nini. It was one of the rules for standing in for him. I reached for the metal bat and grasped it firmly. It was light, and yet its tip had enough heft in it. Can't you about to become paranoia agent? Yes! I love that fucking anime, dude! It's a good show. Oh gosh, there. And yet, the tip had enough heft in it. Enough to easily imagine the horror if I brought it down with all my might. Satoshi, I'll give you one last chance to save your sister.
Detective Glaive donated $2 to the most wickedest Sawashama. Alright, Kichi. Slow down, little slugger.
Oh gosh, they're all right, Keiichi. Slow down, little slugger. Oh no.
See, that worked. But when I had to read with that voice, I couldn't do it. Fuck my life.
Lend me your strength, Nini. Baka, Nini. You're a coward, but I will stand in for you. So if you still care even a little bit about her, you will lend me your strength. There is no more suitable weapon in the world for putting that man to death than your bat. Now, I just needed to figure out where to hide it. Tomorrow, before I act, I would Stop? Hold on, my glasses fell off. Okay. They accidentally fell off. Tomorrow, before I act, I would just stop by the school and grab it. Because I couldn't ignore the possibility someone would see me bringing it home and think it was strange. But if I left it here, there wouldn't be a problem. Plus, tomorrow was Sunday. Not only that, it was the day of the biggest festival in the whole village. Nobody would be coming to school. What if they locked the school, Keiichi? What if...
The Archvile donated $2 to the most wickedest Sawashama. He's talking to a baseball bat.
So? You talk to inanimate things too. I bet you talk to an anime figure you own. That's even worse than a baseball bat. Talking shit. I'm trying to plan out a murder. What are you trying to do? Huh? I left the entrance and went over to a construction vehicle parked nearby. Oh, and thank you for the $2. I don't own anime figures, so...
Uncultured, I see. Uncultured.
It's okay. We all can't have class like myself. I'm a normal person. You're watching a VTuber. How normal are you? How normal can you fucking be? I finally got my figure from Happy Lesson. Oh. Who is your Oshi anyway? We'll see how normal you are. Who is your Oshi? I'm the most normal here. I have no anime figures. Okay. Who's your Oshi? Is that a general question for everyone? No, but you can answer if you want. You can answer if you want. My Yoshi, I like you and Reina Chu Dreamstar. I will look them up. Reina Chu. Reina Chu Dreamstar. Okay, I wrote it down. But I should not be included in the list. I am not a very good VTuber. Lumi and Pippa. That's not bad. And the boss. Fuck you. 2 Oshis. What kind of world are we living in? I don't like this world. Pick one. Pick one. Think about it. If you think about it, Ash. If you like the Titanic, you gotta save one. I know which one I would save, but you gotta save one. Lumi or Pippa, you pick one. The boss and Tenma, I'm saving Tenma. I'm not saving me, I need to go. I save you now! No, save Lumi! Save Lumi! Don't save Pippa. No, never. If I gotta save one, I'm saving Lumi so I can take her dumb ass out myself. No! No! She has a great singing voice. No. Oh my gosh. Whatever. We gotta save that. Yeah, we gotta save her voice. Why not? Anyway, back to this. Where's the thing?
We'd been warned by our teacher not to touch it just for laughs, so none of the kids would come near the vehicle either. They wouldn't, because if she found out they touched it, they'd be in huge trouble. I quietly hid it in the shadow of the vehicle.
Rena is nice. She deserves that. Okay, I'll look into her. What's her name? Rena Chu something? Hold on. I wrote it up. Crappy. Hold on. Rena Chu. Okay. That.
The chances of someone operating the vehicle tomorrow were slim to none. Imagine someone operates it and bends the fucking bat. Because tomorrow was Sunday. Oh, Renachu on Twitch. Rena Dreamstar here. Okay. Let me put your Dreamstar. Because I'm usually on YouTube. I'm not on Twitch anymore. Dreamstar. Okay, thank you. Wait on a postie. Government workers had the day off. And, from what my classmates had said, the thing had been left there for years now. Machines that hadn't been moved in years. You can't just suddenly start them up again. So, I was almost definitely fine in this case. The sunlight was piercingly hot. My head grew faint for a moment. Had the heat been this harsh for the entire day? A moment of dull thoughts like this was a moment of carelessness. I gave myself a couple of hits on the head and looked around warily. Okay. Next, how to dispose of the corpse.
Call Corpse Girl. Every time I forgot I played that, you guys bring it up. Every fucking time. And I go, oh my god, that's right. She had a phone number and she fucking advertised herself too. Oh my god. Oh, sus. Oh no, that's right. That's right. She had like a fucking email thing, right? Or something to email. She left her number or some bullshit. She had a weird... Then the guy cut off the wrong arm. The guy with the good voice. God, that guy had a great voice. Oh, man. Anime girl adverts for Corpse Girl. Yeah, oh my god. Oh, it's so bad. Oh my god. No! Oh, I'm just thinking all of it's just flooding in my head. And I'm just like, I don't know. And then the twink that was getting harassed by the older lady. Oh my gosh. And then his guaru girlfriend. She was my favorite character. I did like the guy that cut his arm off though, because his voice was so nice. Yeah. And then the fat guy with his girl. It needs an anime, dude. It would, oh my gosh. That's so funny. That shit. Oh, hi, Victoria, please ignore everything I said. You have to watch. If you have to watch it, you have to watch it. I miss Noriko. Yeah, Noriko. Oh my gosh. I don't want to spoil anything, so let's keep going. I'm a little surprised it doesn't have an anime. Dude, it does not even have porn. There's no porn. Not that I would know. But that's how you know the game is that bad. Is there's no pornography. No Rule 34 to be seen at all, bro. None of it. I didn't look. I had a mod check. I am a very person who will not touch Rule 34. I didn't go. I had a mod check. Prove you didn't check. I don't know how I can prove that. I don't know how I can prove that. It's a fact. I'm sorry. Every good game has pornography attached to it. I'm sorry. Except for, what's that one? Overwatch? That... Overwatch was good. Okay, was. Then the porn stopped, and then all of a sudden it's bad. Oh my gosh! I just realized that too. They stopped. They started. Makes sense. Makes sense. This makes sense. Anyway.
Disposing of the corpse. The ultimate way to not create a beginning was to not let the corpse be found. It was even more important than killing him. Thinking on it vaguely, I did not have Meep in check. I did not. I think I got Akiba to check. But you know what? Fuck it. I checked. I checked too to make sure that his check is a proper check. But yeah, there's nothing.
There is nothing. There is nothing. Absolutely nothing. Why did you make them check? Because I wanted to make sure that I was correct. So I had them check the check. And then I checked the check again. And there's nothing, man. There's nothing. No. No one commissioned anything. I just thought it was funny because every game that I know of, especially a VN, gets porn drawn of it, right? I mean, that's just the way of life. Rule 34, right? Anything on the internet gets drawn. I mean, it's that simple. But this game... this game had nothing. This game had nothing. That's shocking. That is astonishing. I don't know. That's crazy.
Thinking on it vaguely, the first thing that came to mind was the swamp. Onigafuchi, the dreadful bottomless swamp, revered even now, that appeared in the legends of Onigafuchi village. Yes.
Stop it, Jack. No one will commission anything. No one.
Yes, the swamp called Onigafuchi was here first, and then the village took its name to become Onigafuchi Village. In other words, this swamp was the origin of Onigafuchi Village. No one, no matter who it was, would float back to the surface of this bottomless swamp. Everyone would be swallowed down into the land of the demons below the earth. Ooh. That's how the stories went. If I was trying to copy Oyashiro-sama's curse, then I felt that theory demanded that I discard the remains and the weapon into the swamp. But they may have said it's bottomless, but I didn't actually know. And people say large creatures like humans produce a lot of gas when they rot, granting a lot of buoyancy. It was why using fairly heavy objects to hold people down didn't work. Come to think of it, with the curse the year before last, Rika-chan's mother drowned herself in this swamp. And the criminal behind the dismemberment that went missing the year of the first curse too. It was rumored that he tried to discard the body in the swamp and accidentally drowned in it. I never heard of the corpse coming back up or them finding it. Then, shouldn't I choose to discard the corpse there too? I could discard the weapon there. And then, for example, if her uncle came out on a motorcycle and attacked, it would be convenient to get rid of the bike too. I knew that Satoko's uncle generally used a motorcycle for transportation. But, as for the corpse, yeah, we can make it look like he got in an accident on the motorcycle and just throw that fucker in too. Yes, the plan, yes. But as for the corpse, after a lot of worrying, I decided to not discard the corpse in the
Why?
The Archvile donated $5 to the most wickedest Sawashama. I thought it was funny. Taking the Rikita defense. I see.
Please don't compare me to that fuck up, please. Thank you. Anyway.
After a lot of worrying, I decided to not discard the corpse in the swamp. The drowning, suicide, and accident were both rumors. Nobody knew that they'd actually happened. There was no lack of false rumors about the drowning suicide anyway, and it was possible that the murderer hadn't drowned there and was still on the run. That meant no one had ever confirmed a corpse being dropped in there and then not coming back up. Then what would I do with the body? I thought it might be interesting to go with the first incident, cut him into pieces and hide him. But the preparation and work for dismembering a human body would be difficult, given the amount of time I had. With that out of the question, I arrived at the conclusion to go with the more orthodox method of burying the body. Come on, there should be an animal or something. Then where would I bury it? Was the question related to where I would kill him. Of course, I wanted to keep my time and proximity to the body at a minimum. With that in mind, I would want to dig the hole to dump the body in beforehand and to make the location of the act and the hole close together. The choice of where to plan the crime that I needed to be absolutely careful and thorough with. It had to be somewhere nobody would witness it, and a place with hiding places for a sneak attack. I could dig a hole for the body right there. I go over the possibilities in my head with various destinations her uncle would head to from Satoko's house. I imagined a map of the area in my head, and then I found a place that fulfilled those conditions so easily, it was almost unbelievable. A bit of back road that went through the woods. I didn't think her uncle would go deeper into the mountains of
Yagochi.
On a whim. If he was going somewhere, he'd pass through these woods first. And nobody used this back way unless I had something to do at Satoko's house, or one or two other places. This path was fantastically ideal, as few people used it. I would wait for him in these woods. Would an ambush actually be possible? I went into the trees and tried really hiding myself in a few places. No way! It was extremely quiet. My senses could be sharpened here to their maximum amount. I didn't know when he'd come, but I'd wait right here for Satoko's uncle. I actually had some trouble coming to that decision. The question arose whether I should somehow call the man out. Was there a risk I'd be taking by luring him here? Yes. That man made Satoko do all the shopping and errands. He seldom left on his own business. He wouldn't leave unless I worked out a plan to force him to, would he? That was the question. Tomorrow was the Watanagashi festival. Would he go to the festival? Or would he stay inside?
That's another good question. We do not know if he is a festival goer. I hope he doesn't go. Yeah. Yeah, tell him I got mahjong. It's a beer out in the middle of this forest. I know.
If he stayed inside, how would I drag him out of his house? That's right. Wouldn't he make Satoko go to the festival? Satoko would go to the festival. Meanwhile, I could call the man. This is the Okinomiya police station. We have the young lady from your house. Could you come pick her up immediately? It didn't even have to be the police. This is the clinic. The young lady from your house has been injured. Please come and pick her up. Yes, that would work too. Yes, that would work too. If I claimed to be the police or the hospital, told him to come, and then hung up on him, he'd rush there trying to figure out what was going on, wouldn't he? And just the other day, he was visited by a probation officer. He wouldn't suddenly grumble about having to get his niece and not go. It would look like child neglect. The man had no skills useful around the house. Satoko, his slave, was an essential part of his daily life. Conclusion: if he went out to the festival, I would attack him here on his way there or back. If he didn't, I would lure him out by phone. If luring him out by phone was my first step, I needed to be sure Satoko would go to the festival, leaving the house. It would be convenient if I could make Mion take Satoko to the festival. She said her aunt was a district welfare officer. In other words, an ally to the probation officer. If I somehow incited Mion to take Satoko to the festival with her, well, being who she was, she'd use that fact to get her there. Satoko should just take a break and have fun at the festival with everyone. She should just have a good time, reminisce on our former peaceful days. And when she went home, everything would be over. Yeah, that would be the best outcome. With that decided, I needed to dig a hole somewhere in the woods to hide the body. So it wouldn't stand out, so it wouldn't be found. Someplace nobody would see me while I was completely exposed as I buried the corpse. I had wanted to be close to the scene of the crime, but it naturally grew farther away. Deep in the bosom of the Black Forest. The voices of the Higurashi were the only sounds here, informing me that people shouldn't indiscreetly set foot in this place.
穴を掘るか。
Digging a hole, huh? Digging a hole with so many tree roots crawling around the ground would be far more difficult than I'd envisioned. I snuck a gardening spade out here in my bag, but that wouldn't be enough. Still, as I looked into various approaches, I managed to find a place I could dig into. Tomorrow, I'd bring a real shovel from the storeroom at home. I'd manage with that. I wondered how a big hole would have to fit a human all the way into it. Wait, is he digging down vertically or horizontally? He should dig vertically, please. Please dig. I'd probably have to dig pretty deep down. But if I was slipshod in these efforts, let the beginning occur. I absolutely couldn't allow that. Use any amount of time you need to. I mustn't spare any effort to utterly erase. Yeah. I glanced at my wristwatch. It's a little past 6. This was probably all I was going to get done here for today. I really wanted to dig the hole in advance tonight, even if it got dark out. But Mom would be upset if I stayed out that late. It wouldn't be good to come off as suspicious to my parents. I needed to go back home and give Mion a call soon. I needed to get her promise to Toko to take her back tonight. To take her by tonight. After that, today would be done. Yeah. Done. Would it be, though? Was this really everything I could do to prepare right now? I decided where to kill him. I decided how to kill him. I decided, of course, how to dispose the body. I didn't decide on a time, but I would play that by ear. I didn't have a way to decide that. Was that really all? Was this really all right? Have I overlooked anything? Would this really go how I planned? After all this, worry started welling up one after another. It was only natural I'd be anxious. Oh, thank you, Wizard Beard. How you doing? We're just, planning a murder? This would be the first and last big job of my lifetime. I could not allow failure, and I had no experience, as this was my first time. I didn't have the know-how, the knack. So it was only natural I'd be anxious. Yeah. The dark clouds of unease told me doing nothing would be the easiest way. A truly pathetic suggestion this late in the game. Have you forgotten how miserable Satoko looked?
I need water.
From the outside, it may have looked like I was resolute. But deep in my heart, my knees were shaking loudly. That's not where your knees are, silly. I've never actually won a single fight to my satisfaction. Could I really kill someone? I may have been planning an ambush. My enemy was large and far older than me. He had a scary face, and he looked like he was well accustomed to fighting. Could I have... All the pieces before and after the murder were perfectly planned. But was the actual murder the most important part? What unsettled me the most? All my preparations, all of my perfectly concealed machinations, if I didn't successfully murder him, they amounted to nothing. Damn it! After coming this far, you're pathetic, Keiichi Motabata! If you start to have these kinds of second thoughts, your ulterior motive will be obvious. Has anyone told Keiichi he should just calm down a little bit? No!
Hey, Keiichi-kun, maybe you should smile.
No, I'm not gonna smile. No, I'm gonna kill some. Yeah, no. Keiichi Marinara. Oh man, let's go home. Go home and calm your mind. No, no calm. Tomorrow will be a juncture in your life, the likes of which graduation, employment, marriage, and childbirth couldn't hold a candle to. A day of murder to kill someone for someone else's sake. With that day behind us, we would take it back again. Those mild, spring-like days we never thought would stop. Those safe, peaceful, fun times. I pedaled my bicycle hard to get back home. I felt somehow unsteady, like my body and soul weren't in alignment. A subtle shift between where the tip of my hands and feet really were and where I felt them to be. My vision was a little distant and narrow, as if the great barrier I risked my future life on had nothing to do with me. An unreal sensation. How could I put it? Everything was so far away. Fine. Feel your unease permeate you, Keiichi Matabata. If that will turn your timidity. Is that a timid? Titty? Timid? Keiichi is having a stroke. I'm having a stroke. Today is a weird day. I really do feel like I'm out of body. It's been a really hot, really bothersome day. I was working outside. I was working inside. Oh my god, everywhere was a mess. Oh, but yeah, I got shit done. Method acting, no! I'm not gonna hurt anybody. No. Did you see Thunder Pussy? Yes, I did. At somebody else's house!
I saw her at the neighbor's house. It's their cat. They're new. Are you alright? Am I tired? No, I'm not okay. Thunder Pussy doesn't love me anymore. I said, hey! Hi, kitty! And she was like, what? I don't know you. And she walked away. Watch, she'll be back tomorrow. I wanted to get her because there was a mouse running around in the yard. And I was like, there's something for you to play with. Yeah, anyway.
If that will turn your timidity into meticulousness. So many big words. Why? If that will turn your timidity into meticulousness and allow you to act with greater caution, then it's actually an important emotion to feel. This feeling I had never went away that night. It was the first time I'd be calling Mion's house. I searched for her in the phone book the school gave me, then dialed a short phone number, the kind unique to remote places. It was around dinner time. She would probably be home. But just as I started to think nobody would respond, someone finally picked up the receiver.
Hi, Sonozaki desu.
Hello, this is Sonozaki.
夜分遅くにすみません。
Oh, I'm sorry for calling you this late at night. Wait a moment, don't I have a... Huh? Wait a moment, I do have a phone thing. Is it this one? It is. Oh my gosh, this is so sweet. It's weird though. Is it weird for you guys? Yeah, it's fucking weird. Oh, I'm sorry for calling you late at night. Oh, it's weird. I don't like it. I don't like it, bros. It sounds creepy, right? Yeah. Let me change it. Is it this one? Oh my gosh. It's just weird. Weird. And this one? Oh my gosh, this is the phone one, I think. Why is reverb so high on that? Oh, I'm sorry for calling so late at night.
ミオンか。
ミオンか。Is this Mion?
どちら様です？
Let's hear it in this voice, hold on.
Huh? May I ask who's calling?
俺だよ、ケイジだ。
It's me, Keiichi.
ああ、ケイちゃんか。
Ah, oh, Kei-chan.
何こんな時間に。
It's pretty late. What's up?
She seemed to be in a weirdly good mood, and she drew her syllables out. Oh yeah, she seemed to be in a weirdly good mood, and she drew her syllables out. I should try, like, all the voices with all of these voice changing shit. I'll do that in a members only stream. I know you guys wouldn't be interested. Right. It's the night before tomorrow's festival, so she's probably with her family having some drinks.
こんな時間に。
Sorry for the late call.
今、時間は大丈夫か？
Do you have time right now?
うん。何？
Sure. What is it?
さとこのことなんだけど。
It's about Satoko. I heard her draw in a small breath on the other end.
さとこ、大変なことになっちゃったね。
Satoko. She's in a pretty bad spot.
大丈夫かな？
I hope she's okay.
The scent of sake had completely disappeared from her voice.
大丈夫なわけないだろ。
She can't be okay.
お前も見ただろ。
You saw too, didn't you?
あれ。
What she was like?
あんな、釣り切れるまでにいじめ抜かれて。
She was completely worn out from all the
俺た
abuse.
ちはあんなになるまでずっと見捨ててきた。
We failed her all this time, and now she's become like that.
見捨ててたわけじゃないよ。
We didn't fail her.
みんな助けようとして必死に考えてたよ。
Everyone tried their hardest to help her.
でも結局何も思いつかなかったし、さとこを救えたわけじゃないだろ。
But we didn't come up with anything, and we couldn't save her.
結局あんなになるまで俺たちは何もできなかった。
In the end, we couldn't do anything about it, and now she's become like that.
そうだね。
I guess. You're right.
私は結局見てただけかも。
All I did was watch, after all. Raw time! Hello there, raw time.
だからさ、
So, well,
せめて一夜くらい遊ばせてやろうじゃないか。
at least, couldn't we at least let her have fun for one night?
遊ばせるって
Huh? Let her have fun?
あいつもいろいろと参ってるのわかるだろ。
She's been so battered lately. You understand?
だからさ、
That's
明
why
日の綿流しのお祭りにあいつを連れて行ってやってほしいんだ。
I want you to take her. to the Watsunagashi festival tomorrow.
それは構わないけど。
I don't mind.
どうして？
But why?
どうしてって、
Why?
せめて祭りの夜くらい息抜きさせてやりたいじゃないか。
Why? I want to give her a breather at least for the festival night, you know?
たとえ一夜でもあの意地悪なおじの元から離れられるなら、短い時間でもきっと聡子は喜ぶ。
Even if it's just one night, if she can get away from her evil uncle, then I think she'll be happy. Even if it's only for a little while.
だから、どうして？
Yes, but why?
どうしてって何がだよ。
Why? Why what? I was having a little difficulty understanding what Mion was asking
ど
me.
うして？
Why? Well,
ケイちゃんが連れて行ってあげないの？
I mean, why don't you bring her, Kei-chan?
私に頼まなきゃならないの？
Why do you need to ask me to do it?
Mion was persistent about odd things. No. Maybe it would be better to say that she was sharp.
俺、実はちょっと明日は用事があってさ。
I actually have something to do tomorrow.
祭りには行けない。
I can't make it to the festival.
だから聡子、ミオンが連れて行ってやってほしい。
So I wanted you to take Satoko there for me.
用事って。
Something to do?
大した用事じゃないんだ。
It's nothing major.
多分すぐに片付くと思うけど。行こうとすると明日は合流できないかもしれない。
I'll probably finish quickly. But I might not be able to meet up with you all tomorrow.
なあ、ミオン。
Hey, Mio.
明日の夜だけ聡子を頼めないか。
Could I leave Satoko to you? Just for tomorrow night? Mion took a long time to give her reply. I got the feeling that Mion had been acting weird for a while now. Like she was flustered by emotions or something.
いや、
No.
Wait, what? Huh? Was that a sob? Mion! You're ruining my plan! Are you crying?
私、嫌だって言ったじゃない。
I said no. I don't want to.
私なんかに押し付けられても困るって。
I don't want to push this onto someone like me.
別に押し付けるつもりなんかないよ。
I'm not trying to push anything onto you.
明日の夜だけでいいんだ。
It's just for tomorrow night.
嘘だったじゃない。
That was a lie.
What? Mion, what was she talking about?
綿流しの夜だけって言って、
Saying it's just for the night of the
結
Watsunagashi.
局ずっとだった。
And then it was forever.
嘘つき。
Liar.
でもおあいこかな。
But I guess we're even, huh?
私全然あなたとの約束守ってないから。
I couldn't keep the promise I made with you.
あの子はずっとほったらかしだしね。
I left her alone, all this time.
Salis became a poo boy. Free Palestine.
I had no idea what to say to that. Mion was clearly now talking to someone other than me. Yeah, who is she talking to? Who is she talking to? Oh, thank you, Sally says. Well, who is she talking to? I'm confused. Yeah, what is what?
Sir, this is Wisconsin.
Oh man.
Mion was clearly now talking to someone other than me. I didn't know who. Oh. It's Satoshi. Satoshi killed his aunt. I got it. Yeah. He killed his aunt with a baseball bat. And then ran away. All I could do was listen to her in a daze.
あれからずっと帰ってこないのに、あの子のことをもう一度押し付けるためだけにまた電話をしてきたんですね。
You never came back after that. And now you called me again to push her on to me?
本当にずるい人。
You're so unfair.
ねえ、あなた、サトシ君、なんでしょう。
Hey, you're Satoshi-kun, aren't you?
ミオン、さっきから何の話だ？
Mion, what are you talking about? When I said her name, whatever spell was on. When I said her name, whatever spell was on Mion was released.
I'm sorry.
なんでもないの。
It's nothing.
ちょっと、ケイちゃんの今の電話にそっくりな電話を昔受けたことがあって。
It's just that I got a phone call a lot like that, like the one you're making now, a long time ago.
それ、ひょっとしてサトシか？
Was it from Satoshi? Mion didn't answer. All I could hear was sobs coming through the receiver.
ごめんね。
ごめんね。
ちょっと私、寝ぼけてるみたい。
I think I'm still a little tipsy.
変なとこで感情的になっちゃった。
I got all weirdly emotional.
ごめんね。焦ったでしょ。
Sorry. I probably scared you.
I had no idea how it happened, but I was pretty sure that last year, on this very day, Satoshi had called Mion and told her to bring Satoko to the festival. And when she asked why he needed her to do it, he replied the same way I did.
サトシ、祭りに行かなかったんだな。
Satoshi didn't go to the festival, did he?
うん。
Yeah.
用事があるから自分は行けないって言って。
He said he had something to do and couldn't make it.
代わりに私にサトコを祭りに連れて行ってくれって。
And he told me to take Satoko there in his place.
その時、サトシも言ったんだな。
At the time, Satoshi said it too, didn't he?
サトコを頼むって。
That he'd leave Satoko to you?
うん。
Yeah,
言ったよ。
he did.
明日の夜だけ頼むってね。
Just for tomorrow night.
ケイちゃんの言い方があまりにもよく似てたんで。
The way you said it was just like how he did.
ちょっと思い出して取り乱しちゃった。
I just got a little upset. Caught up in a memory and all.
I didn't expect this. Yes, Victoria, remember in chapter 1 when Rena said Keiichi was acting just like Satoshi and they got mad at me? Yeah. Satoshi had given her the exact same phone call 1 year ago today. After that, Mion had said more. That he was lying. That he told her it would only be for the night of the festival.
そうだったな。
I get it.
サトシはその数日後に
A few days later,
消えた。
Satoshi, he disappeared. Disappeared might have been a rather vague way to put it. Whether he ran away or not, Satoshi left, abandoning Satoko.
そう。
Yes.
転校でもなく、家出でもなく、消えたの。
He didn't transfer or run away from home. He disappeared.
And then, an idea far more indistinct than even fog crossed my mind. Satoshi made exactly the same phone call as me last year. Why would Satoshi make the exact same call? If, in the truest sense, he really made the exact same phone call as I am right now, then the incident where their aunt was beaten to death, that... could it...
サトシだ。
Was Satoshi.
え？
Huh?
何が？
What was that?
Last year, Satoko had been constantly abused by her uncle's wife, their aunt, too. Her aunt abused her the most, and on that night, in the name of Oyashiro-sama's curse, she was taken from this world. If I thought about that, everything made perfect sense, didn't it?
去年、サトコのおばが殴り殺されたじゃないか。
Last year, Satoko's aunt was beaten to death, wasn't she?
あれ、
Would it be
サトシってことは
impossible
考えられないか。
for Satoshi to have... No, but that would mean... But then Satoshi... He was a coward who abandoned Satoko and ran away, wasn't he? How could Satoshi resolve himself to kill a person to save Satoko? It was unthinkable.
私も実はそれを疑ったことがある。
I actually considered that as well.
サトシには悪いけど、
Though it'd be mean to Satoshi.
A few days later, he disappeared on Satoko's birthday. When I first heard it, I flew into a rage. What a cruel day to have... Yeah, what a cruel day to have run away on. But, now that I thought about it like this, the story changed completely. Satoshi had probably been even less calm than I was now. He was her big brother, related by blood, watching his little sister be abused day in and day out. Maybe that's why he couldn't keep calm. And that was why the corpse of their aunt, beaten to death, was so easily discovered. Satoshi lost himself in anger and hadn't hidden the corpse. Yeah, he hadn't hidden the corpse. He permitted a beginning to occur. If the police conducted a full-blown investigation, it was easy to imagine they couldn't take long to pin down Satoshi as the culprit. Satoshi. He wished for a return to peaceful days with Satoko, and though he achieved it for a time, he had been steadily driven into a corner.
Meep! Hello.
And then, he wanted to at least hold out until Satoko's birthday. But finally, they nailed him. At the time, Satoshi had been carrying the savings he'd amassed to buy Satoko a giant stuffed animal for a birthday present. He would buy the stuffed animal as a gift, and then get caught. Or he could use the money and disappear. That was a choice he had been forced to make. And he decided not to make Satoko the sister of a murderer. If that was the case, it must have been an unspeakably bitter decision. All that money he'd saved, waiting to see Satoko happy, he had to use it to make her sad. And he used the savings and disappeared to Tokyo, if the rumors were true.
サトシはそれで消えたのか。
Was that how Satoshi disappeared?
それはわからない。
I don't know.
大石なんかはそう思ってるみたいだけどね。
That Oishi guy seems to think that way, though.
Oishi! Had he been slowly driven into a corner by that repulsive man's pig-headed pursuit? Yeah, probably.
確かに状況証拠は揃ってるけど、多分ケイちゃんの推理は外れだと思う。
The circumstantial evidence is all there, but I think your deduction is wrong.
県内のどっかで捕まったろくでなしが犯行を自供したっていうし。
They caught some lowlife somewhere in the prefecture, and he apparently turned himself in for the crime.
That was right. The deviant had confessed, and the incident was solved.
そいつは本当にただの異常者で、ひなみ沢とは何の縁もない男だったって。
They said he was a really crazy person, that he had no ties to Hinamizawa,
もちろんサトシとも何の関係もない。
and no relationship with Satoshi, of course.
だからそんな奴がサトシの身代わりになって嘘をついてくれたなんて到底思えないし。
I mean, I have a pretty hard time believing the guy would lie in Satoshi's place.
You couldn't just arbitrarily decide like that. You never know where or how humans are tied together. If that guy took the blame, then it was the perfect crime. Of course, if it really was the perfect crime, if it was really a perfect crime, there would have been no reason for Satoshi to vanish. Yeah, why did he vanish then? Oh, good night.
それにサトシには
Oh, it's
逃亡資金
midnight.
なんてなかったと思う。
Five more minutes.
Plus, I don't think Satoshi had the kind of money to run away.
サトシが預金を下ろした日、
The day he withdrew all his savings.
それは誰に言っても信じてくれないんだけど、
No matter who I tell this to, nobody believes me, but
サトコのために買うと言ってたぬいぐるみが売れてショーケースからなくなってたの。
that stuffed animal he said he was buying for Satoko, it was gone from the display. Sold.
きっとサトシが買ったに違いない。
It must have been Satoshi.
ちょっと待てよ。
Wait a minute.
逃走資金に使わないでぬいぐるみを買うために使ったならサトコのところへ帰るはずだろ。
If he didn't use the money to flee and bought the stuffed animal instead, he would have gone back to Satoko, wouldn't he?
ぬいぐるみを買ってそれを届けもせずに蒸発するなんて考えられない。
It seems unbelievable he'd buy it and then disappear without having given it to her.
うん。
Yeah.
だからわからなくなっちゃうんだよ。
So now I don't know what happened.
まとまったお金があるならともかく、貯金を全部使っちゃったならサトシは無一文。
It would be one thing if he had the money, but if he had used all his savings on it, he'd be totally broke.
お金もなく逃亡生活ができるほど世の中は甘くないよ。
You can't live a life on the run without money in this world.
I didn't get it. After all that, I was understanding Satoshi less and less. The two of us fell silent. I couldn't remember how we even got on this topic.
ごめん。
Sorry.
どこで話が脱線しちゃったんだ
I
か。
think we got off topic.
サトコの件ね、安心していいよ。
Satoko, right. Don't worry.
実はもうちゃんと誘ってあるんだよ。
I actually already invited her.
え
Huh?
本当かよ。
You serious?
祭りの準備でみんなで神社に行った時さ、サトコを祭りに呼ぼうって話になったんだよ。
When everyone went to the shrine to prepare for the festival, we started talking about getting Satoko to the festival itself.
それで集会所の電話でそのまま電話して誘ったんだ。
So then I used the phone at the assembly hall to invite her.
おじのやつ、よそよそしくて勝手にしろみたいな感じだったけど、とりあえず OK はしてくれた。
Her uncle was acting distant and didn't seem to care at all. But in any case, we got the okay from him.
明日みんなで待ち合わせしていくことになってるんだよ。
We decided to all meet up and go together tomorrow.
安心した？
You okay with that?
サトシ。
Satoshi?
バカ。俺はサトシじゃないって。
Stupid. I'm not Satoshi. Oh, man, I was a little relieved. I hadn't needed to make the phone call. Satoko had already been invited to the festival. And not in a way that smelled of blood, A way to leave her uncle alone to create time for me to kill him. They purely wanted Satoko to enjoy herself, so they invited her. In the end, it was the same, but I was happy for that slight difference.
すまないな。
Sorry,
俺が電話をするまでもなかった。
I guess I didn't need a call then.
昨日にしろ今日にしろ変な話ばかりしてすまないな。
First yesterday, now today. Sorry for, saying such weird things.
忘れてくれ。
Just forget about it.
こっちこそ本当に申し訳ない。
No, I'm the one who should apologize.
柄にもなく取り乱しちゃって
Losing it like that isn't me like me.
本当にごめん。
I'm really sorry.
We apologized to each other for a bit.
じゃあ俺はこれで失礼するな。
All right, I'll be going now. Good night.
何の用事？
What did you have to do?
As if interrupting our parting words, Mion struck straight where it hurt.
それもまたサトシと同じように言えない？
Or is it like with Satoshi, where you can't say,
バカ。
Stupid. Baka. Baka. Baka.
だから俺はサトシじゃないって言って
I
るだろ。
keep telling you, I'm not Satoshi.
yeah,
そんなのは
yeah,
分かってるよ。
I know that.
I deflected her, woo, with a response that wasn't really an answer. Mion didn't hound me anymore after that.
じゃあ今度こそおやすみな。
All right, this time for real. Good night.
どうしてケイちゃんがサトシ君と全く同じ電話をしてきたのかわからないけれど
I don't know why you're giving me the same phone call as Satoshi-kun did, but...
なんでもない
yeah. Never mind.
ごめんねおやすみ
I'm sorry. Good night.
切るぞ。
I'm hanging up. Baka, click.
Click.
Satoshi Hojo. Just who are you? I scorned you as a coward who ran away, abandoning his sister. I always thought you didn't have the right to call yourself her Nini. But now I don't know what to think. Or Yoshiro-sama's curse on the 4th year. Their aunt's death and Satoshi's disappearance. And now, me trying to carry out Oyashiro-sama's curse on the 5th. Oddly enough, what I was going to do overlapped perfectly with Satoshi, the day before the curse. No, that wasn't all. If we start back from when Satoko being abused, then, yeah, I'm thinking about it. If we start back from Satoko being abused, then I'd been overlapping with Satoshi for days already. When I talked to Mion before, she asked me if I was Satoshi. If that was the first impression a third party like Mion got, then it was probably true. Then, as Satoshi had accomplished, I would succeed in the murder. But that was the extent to which we overlapped. Keiichi Matabara, was far calmer than Satoshi and more calculating. I have a big Reddit brain, and I totally am thinking things through.
Get out of here. There's no way, bro. There's no... Is he really pulling the I am smart big brain?
I am smart big brain Keiichi Matabara. You, Satoshi, limp dick Satoshi, you can't, you're dead now. You're dead. I am smart big brain. I read a lot of books, or my mom does anyway, and she talks to me about it. Yeah, where's your mom? Oh yeah, that's right. Oh man. I could actually grow calmer. The more I could actually grow calmer, the more enthusiastic I became. That's why I wouldn't follow in Satoshi's footsteps. I would snip him cleanly out of the world, and then get our peaceful life back. Maybe Satoshi has been with me ever since I chose to use Satoshi's bat as my weapon. No, maybe even longer than that. When I decided to be her Nini, maybe Satoshi has been residing within me then too. Satoshi, were you really a coward? Or are you a true Nini even now? The kind worthy of Satoko's love? Yeah. Is he? Is he the real Nini? I'd never met him, never spoke to him, didn't even know his face. And yet I felt so connected to him. I never felt that way before.
Okay. It's been 2 hours. Do we want to keep going? My throat is kind of scratchy. But I want to go to... Oh, we can read this and then we can end it. Okay, read the tip. Go to bed, Grandma. Haha. I hope I heard your ears.
Baka.
Oh, thank you, Big Hawk! Thank you! I pushed the evil button. For the 10 gift member shops! What was that? Nothing. That was the evil button. That was the evil button of evil. Welcome all the guinea pigs! Bye, bye, bye!
Get in the cage, kids.
Yeah. What was the evil button? I'm not gonna press it again. That kind of hurt my own ears. Remember, I'm listening to everything you guys are listening to, so I can get the tone right.
Grandma Sour Love!
Yeah. What does this button do? Button. Ooh. Push it again. I have to find where it was. No? That one? Should I read it this way? I think I should. Oh my god. Baka. Yeah, this is it in Keiichi Matabara's voice. Isn't it cool? I'm so fucking badass. I'm gonna kill her uncle.
Scrab Cribble became a boy.
What? Okay.
Mukhog donated $2 to the most wickedest Sawashama. Grandma Sawa Love.
Whatever. Oh, they changed it to 3. Let's read the document. Okinomiya Police Station, first investigative decision.
Mukhog donated $2 to the most wickedest Sawashama. It sounds like a smoking lolly.
Does it? I don't smoke yet. I want to smoke though. One day. When I'm old.
Chief Tazuki.
Prefecture Police Headquarters. For the eradication of drug-related crime, bro. Shishibone branch head, blah, 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 blah. Regarding the incident designated as undercover investigation, this message is to inform you that a section of the testimony records of an incident under this police headquarters jurisdiction has been found. Ooh. It is thought to be related to the undercover investigation of the incident in question. So the housewife slaughter incident. During the investigation of suspect Blah, who was arrested for possession of illegal drugs, there was testimony alluding to the crime in question, and it became clear that it contained information that only the perpetrator could have known.
Therefore, we are prepared to share this record of testimony with you. Duplicate attached. Ooh. If this testimonial is to be believed, then there is an extremely high chance that suspect Blah was the perpetrator of the incident in question. In addition, on receiving this testimony, the head investigator of the case inquired as to the incident with the Okinomiya police station. But the responsible party at the Okinomiya police station misunderstood, and in compliance with the designation as an undercover investigation by executive order from Prefectural Police Headquarters on July 1st, 1982, General Admission B112, they did not explain the incident's existence to the head investigator as they should have. Because of this, the head investigator did not realize the importance of the testimony as it related to the case in question, and as a result, was negligent in combing the scene. We apologize for having effectively ignored it until now.
Oh, hell no!
In addition, there was a postscript stating that suspect Blah died while in confinement yesterday on that date. Huh.
Now say it again and auto-tune. Yeah, because I'll start laughing. My stomach was hurting so... yes. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, my voice is kind of crackly. You hear it's not that low anymore, is it? No, it is not. But I must defend the little girl. I am her Nini.
I should go to sleep. I should do the helium voice for Rika. Hold on. Which one was that? Hold on. Me. No, that's the wrong one. Meep. No, that's the wrong one. Meep. No, that's the wrong one. Where did it go? I don't know where all the buttons are.
Baka.
I can't find it. Why? Why this happened to me? I'll have to mess with it around in the members only stream. Yeah. Well, thanks for being here, guys. I did not think I could actually do this tonight, but I did it. So you should definitely do the phone voice one for Colin. That would annoy people. I feel like that would annoy. Anyway, bye-bye. Good night. Thanks for being here. Thanks for donating. I hope you guys have a good night. Is there anybody you want? Hold on. I gotta send you guys somewhere, don't I? I have to send you somewhere. Into the void. That is YouTube. I have to send you guys somewhere. You got to go somewhere. And then I'm gonna go to sleep. Probably, maybe not. I have to make a thumbnail and then maybe I'll go to sleep. Probably not. Or should I send you to? Well, hi to Whammy. Go say hi to Whammy. Okay? Be nice. Be nice. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.
Baka.